Hello. Well, it's been a while since I've made a recording about my journey with Parkinson's. Been a couple months, I think, since the last video that I made. Since the last video, actually, quite a few things has happened. One, I think the most important thing that happened to me, anyway, is I now have a new great-grandson, so my family's getting larger. That's a positive. Something else that happened, I saw my MDS, my neurologist. It was just about, well, it was October when I saw him. And the only difference from the last video and what's going on now is we discussed a new medication for Parkinson's. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's back in 2019, so it's been about 5.5, 6 years since my diagnosis. And right off, I started on Cinnamate. And once I started taking the Cinnamate, or carbidopa-levodopa, I felt like a new person. So anyway, it's been 5.5 years or so, and it's progressing. So as it progresses, I've had different dose amounts of Cinnamate, increasing, or interval more times during a 24-hour period. So anyway, here lately I've been having some on-off issues. I've been off, which means the medication is worn off. I need something to give me more on time. Thinking back, the time before the last time I met my MDS, we were talking about Rytary. Rytary is an immediate release and an extended release, carbidopa-levodopa. I did not switch over at that point in time, but since then, my MDS has mentioned a new medication. FDA approved just a couple of months ago, the end of August it was approved. So I think what I'll do for this video, I'll just talk a little bit about this new medication that just came out, and possibly the beginning of next year, January of 2025, hopefully I'll start taking this new product, and that will help with my having more on time. Okay, what you see here on the first slide, where the 3 check marks are, is 3 different products that's used for Parkinson's. The immediate release, carbidopa-levodopa, which I'm taking right now. Rytary, which I mentioned, we talked about me changing over to Rytary. That can extend the on time for me. And then this new product called CREXONT. I heard one person call it CREXONT, kind of like the croissant sandwich or something. I might just say CREXONT. But those are the 3 products. So I would be changing from immediate release to the CREXONT. Okay, now this next slide, you can see, first of all 3 of them have immediate release carbidopa-levodopa. That's what's shown in the first one. The second one is showing that Rytary and CREXONT, they both have something a little extra, more than just immediate release. They have this component for extended release, so it lasts longer in your system, so you'd have more on time. And then if we just go one step further with this new product, the CREXONT product, then we have this technology called, it's hard to see. I'm going to have cataract surgery pretty quick. Mucoadhesive polymer technology. So that's what's used in this CREXONT to make it last even longer and have less off time, more on time with this technology. So I'm going to dig a little deeper into the CREXONT. I'll just talk about the CREXONT medication. So here's a picture of one of their capsules. This happens to be the largest capsule that dose you can get. There's 4 different dose sizes. This is the largest one. But I have mentioned here the immediate release is in there. So those are just the granules. That's carbidopa-levodopa. And there's pellets that are in this capsule also that has the extended release. So the extended release pellets, they're made a special way. So with this mucoadhesive technology. So here we have a pellet. Off to the right, you can see on the outer coating of this, it has a something called enteric polymer. Enteric meaning I'm going to get through the stomach, so the acids in the stomach's not going to disintegrate this medication. It's going to be allowed to get into the small intestines, and that's where the medication will attach to the mucus and have a longer time of getting the levodopa into the bloodstream. So outer layer is the delay the disintegration in the stomach. The next layer is this technology, the new technology. It says a novel technology. It optimizes the absorption. It adheres to the mucus in the small intestines. And they have a little picture there. They're showing the small intestines. They're not showing the ileum, but down in the lower right, where the small intestines is going into the colon, that's where the ileum is, the other end of the small intestines. So that's where the medication is going to be for hopefully quite a long time, as it slowly puts this levodopa into the bloodstream. We go down to the next layer. The next layer is, that's the layer that's going to slowly release the levodopa into the bloodstream. So it's what they call a sustained release polymer. That polymer is going to adhere itself to the mucus, so it's there longer. It doesn't get washed out of your body as fast. And then finally in the core, that's where the levodopa is. Oh, let me just go ahead and mention, okay, this has just levodopa as a core, not carbidopa levodopa. That would be the immediate release, has both the carbidopa and the levodopa, but in the pellets, it's just levodopa that's at the core. Okay, some warnings, precautions about this particular medication. Well, you might be right in the middle of doing something, talking to somebody, or like right now I'm talking to my camera, and that's what could happen. You could just all of a sudden fall asleep. So that's a pretty good warning, precaution. You don't want to be driving or doing anything where you can hurt somebody or somebody, yourself or somebody else. So after you take this for a while, you'll know if you have this issue or not, and then if you don't have it, then you're okay. Another warning or precaution is, let's say after a while I decide I'm going to go empty my bank account and just go buy a whole bunch of stuff. Or I think I'll go gambling. Or basically impulse control. So if I lose my impulse control, that would be caused by this new medication. So either cut back, hopefully I wouldn't be in that position, or maybe I have to stop it. And if I have to stop the medication, you don't want to just stop it. You have to wean yourself taper off of this medication because of other issues that could come up. And finally, the most common issue you could have with this, I guess, is nausea and anxiety. Hi, before I go any farther, I want to say I am not a doctor. I've never worked in the medical field. I'm just an old patient that has Parkinson's disease, and I'm very interested in this stuff. And now I'm sharing my journey. I'll tell you what, I'll put in the description in the video the website for this product, this CREXONT is what I'll call it. And also, when you look at their documentation, they don't really mention this mucoadhesive thing that's their technology that makes this work so well. I've done more research, and I'll give you a website. It's from the Journal of Advanced Pharmaceutical Technology and Research. I'll give you that link, and they have a real nice summary article about the mucoadhesive delivery systems, and they've actually been around since the 1980s. So I'll give you that link also. And besides that, thank you for watching. Bye.